It's time for the Straight Up Wrestling Show.
What's up, everybody? This is HBT with my man Christopher Burton.
People's Podcast. What's going on, y'all? How y'all living?
And we coming to you live, man, a couple days before Christmas. And dude, man, it's tonight. We're just gonna talk about random things, man, and listen to some of our listeners. I know people out here doing the last minute shopping and everything like that. But everybody that's coming in, man, we appreciate it, and we definitely will rock with you guys tonight. And we're just gonna talk about some random things, man, some things that's happening right now in the industry, in the business of wrestling, and we're gonna talk about, man, maybe some older things that done happen, and talk about what, I basically want to talk about what I want to see, from these wrestling companies. Give us a Christmas gift, or if we was giving them Christmas gifts. So, Chris, man, first thing I'm gonna start off talking about is
no jumping off the top rope, boy. You want it back? No jumping off the top rope, boy. Take the pass from around the ring, get slammed on concrete, boy. No. But you want it back? Taking it back to 1982, boy.
Yeah. I hear you, man.
Man, you crazy? If wrestling now with athletes now went back to the style of 1982. Boy, you'll lose your mind. Boy, you be a hog and slop. Boy, you be in heaven, boy.
Man, look, no, I wouldn't, because the whole thing about it is they don't know the techniques of it, Chris. They don't have that. They don't have that aspect of it down. So no, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm happy with what they're doing, but the whole thing about it is just pretty much perfecting it, just perfecting it, getting it right. That's all I want them to do. I mean, because you have so many, you see so many botches now, which you didn't see back in the day. Now I have looked at plenty of old film, and you do see some of that every now and then. That's because me and you, we in the business, so we know all about it. Mm-hmm. But overall, man, you just didn't see that a lot. And plus,
the most botches, honestly. The most botches I actually saw back in the day, and I got to go to the 90s, was in the Steiners matches.
Yeah.
If you think about it, go back and look at some of the Steiners matches. There was some botches in there.
Yeah, it was, because the Steiners actually was doing a lot of things that people before them wasn't doing. Now, especially tag teams. I mean, as far as what the Steiners was doing, man, they was a revolutionary tag team. I know that we would look at somebody like the Rock and Roll Express. And yes, Rock and Roll Express was doing something totally different, with the double drop kicks and things that they was doing. Mm-hmm. But the Steiners, man, they really upped the ante. They, as far as, the certain holes that they put you in, it was like two Dean Malenkos, pretty much. Two Dean Malenko powerhouses wrestling as a tag team with those guys.
You're right. You're right, man. You're right. And a lot of people wasn't ready for some of the stuff they were doing. And they were like, okay, I think I got the timing down for this move. And then come and find out they fumbling and bumbling, and you like, okay, they quite on the same page. We get it.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
Happens,
exactly. So, but man, I tell you, it's but let's talk about Mandyrose a little bit, Chris. Now, I've heard some people say she's already a millionaire. Now, she was making her contract with NXT. She was making $140,000 a year, which is, I thought her contract would be better than that, but she made $140,000 a year. Now they saying she's already a millionaire. Now she's since all this stuff done happened, the publicity and all that, people don't went over there. But she has made $500,000 on her OnlyFans page or whatever, Be Free or whatever, some page.
Yeah, her premium account.
Yeah, she made $500,000 on that since she been let go from WWE, and so a lot of people that didn't even know that she was doing it, or the publicity from that, sent people that way. So that's crazy, man. So, hey, go ahead and get your money. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say,
get the bag, man. Get the bag. I ain't mad at you.
I'm not going to sit here and say I approve of what Mandy's doing. Because, I definitely wouldn't want my daughter doing it. I definitely wouldn't want your daughter doing it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't want mine doing it either. So, I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want my daughter doing it. I wouldn't want your daughter doing it, because, I mean, we're family. So, basically, even though we're not blood related, we're family. So, I mean, I'd be like, and I'm sure you would say the same thing too. Why you letting your daughter's doing that? So, but hey, man, if that's what she's that's what she's doing. She gotta, collect the money. That's what. Hey, go ahead and do it, because especially in this day and time, because a lot of those injuries that she's getting in wrestling, they can linger on, man. So
yeah, you're right, man. I mean, you're right, man. It can linger on, and anything can happen, man. She could get hurt, or or anything. You got to have a nest egg, man, and however you got to get it is however you got to get it. I can't judge.
No doubt.
You do what you do to get paid.
Oh yeah, that's true, man. That's true. So that's a lot of money.
I'm like this. I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna be controversial. Do what you got to do to get paid, whether it's legal or suspect.
Well, tell you the truth, yeah. And
that's just the fact of the matter.
Yeah, so when it boils down to it, I wonder if AEW is gonna sign her. And they already got a couple women over there that does it anyway. That does those type of things.
Tay Conti.
Yeah, Tay Conti and what's the other one?
Tony Storm. Tony Storm.
Tony Storm does it. Yeah. So
yeah.
So she will be in select company if she goes over there. And
speaking of, they said Impact has already contacted her.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Impact already reached out to her, man. I don't know what they talked about, or but they reached out to her, so she might end up on Impact, man. Before you never know.
Impact only can pay her a third of what she made,
even that.
NXT. I mean, their average salary is $45,000 a year. That's what their wrestlers make on average.
Jeez, man, they might as well work at Burger King.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that is the pure definition of wrestling out here on the circuit, on the indie circuit.
Mm-hmm.
$45,000 a year. I mean, of course, you got to be one of the top dogs. You got to be a Zuka King or Chase Emery to make that type of money, and they wouldn't even make that type of money unless they went all over the place and did it. I mean, they have to work a job and do this to pull in that kind of bread during the whole year.
Yeah,
I mean, not many people gonna work the industry. I mean, work these indie shows and do it unless you're Lodi or somebody,
Yeah. Exactly.
That money is not there for you. So, and I'm just wondering if that $45,000 is that on their own dime to travel everywhere they go. And see, I know their income is helped out by them being in certain places, signing autographs, selling merchandise, and things like that. But
I know WWE has it.
Yeah.
Well, they used to have it set up. If the only way WWE actually paid for your travel and your hotel expenses when you did them overseas tours.
Oh, okay.
So when you over in Europe and all over there doing those overseas tours and all that, they took care of everything.
Right.
But when you stateside, you responsible for your hotel, your flight, and your car rental.
Oh wow, man! Wow. And I tell you, that's something totally different. I mean, Jim Crockett, when he had WCW, which that's where it started. He had that right there. When he did it, he had went into that point where he was paying for all those hotels and all that travel and everything. And that's when they went bankrupt in '87. After he did that for 3 years, like '84 to '86, they were paying for all that.
Man, you got no, ain't no way, ain't no way, because you shelling out more than you bringing in just for them traveling.
Yeah, that's right. Because you never know.
Because you got to think, you got that big old roster.
Yeah,
you might have to split that roster, let's say, into fourths.
Yes,
because you might have some in Virginia, you might have some in Georgia, you might have some in Mississippi, you might have some in Florida, you might have some in South Carolina, North Carolina. You're gonna have people everywhere, man. Everybody ain't gonna be in the same city.
Oh yeah.
At that point in time, so man.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And I mean, the one thing I will say, because when he was with Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, he had deals in these places like Raleigh, Greenville, Charlotte, and Spartanburg, because they used to stay at the Ramada Inn downtown Greenville. Right there, it's not Ramada Inn now; it's an old folks' home, but it's right there, the hotel right behind the Serene Stadium, football stadium.
Yeah.
That hotel right there. All the wrestlers used to stay there, all of them, even the Hills and the Faces, which was kind of funny to me because my brother used to work there, but all of them stayed there. And Mid-Atlantic paid for that hotel for them to stay there, but they paid them a certain amount every year. They had a really good rate, but still, I mean, doing that kind of stuff, man. But I mean,
every city and man, no,
they was very profitable at that time. But I'm sure they took that out of those guys' pay, man. I'm sure they
had
did.
to, man. Had to.
Yeah.
They had to get some of that back, man. Ain't no way in the world you gonna.
Yeah.
Man, no, that's crazy, man. But
yeah, and it's probably the reason I think they probably did that because Jim Crockett wanted to make sure all his wrestlers showed up at every event, and they did. So that might be the reason he did that, because you hardly ever went to a show and somebody didn't show up. You hardly ever went to one of the shows.
Yeah.
So that might have been the reason that he did that. But before that, the IWA back in the 70s did that. They was the first ones did it. But Vince McMahon, man, I'm kind of shocked that he didn't do it. But I know of the fact that he's not doing it. You know, he hadn't been doing it the last 10 or 15 years. I knew about that because I heard he didn't do it. But he probably never did it. I don't think he ever did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so either, man. But hey, changing gears a little bit, man, because like I said, we're just talking about ending everything wrestling.
Oh yeah,
dude, you heard about the two wrestlers that were hospitalized? The Godfather, he had to go undergo hip surgery, which went well. And your man Harry, your man from back in the day, Coco Beware, was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, Coco Beware. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what the diagnosis on him.
Yeah, he's they said he's doing better, but he's still hospitalized. They said it's unspecified medical issues in a hospital facility in Mississippi.
Okay.
Wow. But yeah, they said he's doing better, but yeah, he's still in there, man. So
wow. And see, that's the reason why I say, you out here, man, doing this wrestling thing. So many wrestlers, they end up, they leave this industry, they broke. I mean, within 5-10 years, they have nothing. And then, they just like a lot, and it's not just talking about wrestlers, it's sports in general, athletes in general. Yeah. They leave this business, they're broke within 4 to 10 years, man. They, have nothing. And these wrestlers going out like that, man, when it's not good. So yeah, when you out here, man, you make every single dollar you can in and outside of that ring. I'm not saying go out there and do it. Not as long as you don't go out there and do anything illegal. But as long as it, if you're doing it and it's legit, man, go out there and make as much money as you can, because as a wrestler, just like you said, man, Godfather, hip problems.
Yeah, he had hip surgery. Yep.
Yeah, so man, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of strain, from his days of wrestling on that hip. So crazy. That's just crazy, man.
Man, and you got to think about it. For prime example, John Cena, man.
Oh yeah.
John Cena, man. He he's a prime example of everything that his house, man. How he's living.
Oh yeah.
But he's smart with his money, though. The man is smart with his money.
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing commercials, he's doing movies. Because have you seen John Cena's house, man?
No, I haven't seen that house.
Oh my Lord, Harry! If I can get this picture to come up here, man, I'll show it to you, man. And whoo, Lord have mercy, this thing was. I mean, it's immaculate, man. His house is immaculate. But,
that's a question I want to ask you too about John Cena. So I'll be talking about a little bit of some of these guys that's coming in back and forth in wrestling, and of course he haven't wrestled this year, but it doesn't seem that long ago when he did wrestle. But I think that the last time he wrestled was we had just came into this the Straight Up Wrestling show just had started. So that's when he was wrestling. He had came in and he wrestled for a little while. Yeah. But now he's back,
Matter of fact, and here it is right there. That's his house right there.
Oh, wow, man. Incredible.
So and that's in Land O'Lakes, Florida, man. So Harry, do you think that man is doing everything he can to keep that lifestyle up?
Oh, he's got to be, man. He's got to be.
I mean I would get lost in that thing, man.
Incredible. Yes.
That's think about it. The man is doing voiceovers for Honda commercials, Experian credit commercials, and other voiceovers for the not pecan, but the peanut commercial with the green bag.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and then like you say, he's doing movies and all that.
Yeah, you got to do everything you can, and I mean, take advantage because everybody is not going to be. I'm gonna go ahead and use his name, man. Everybody's not going to be like Ric Flair. Now we can sit here. We know Ric Flair. He doesn't have the money that he used to have.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord,
you know,
Lord,
basically
yeah.
broke. I mean, I was looking it up earlier today, and I was looking at his, what he has, because the man still lives in a nice house. He still drives around in nice cars and stuff. They say, he's worth $500,000, but that $500,000 is how much he's making monthly off going out here having personal appearances, his podcast, and all these things. He's making money in all these commercials and things. Like, he's still able to generate money in his old age, but he should have been at a point where he shouldn't even have to work right now.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
At 73 years old. So, like I said, everybody is not going to be in that position to where they can make money out here after their career is over. I mean,
which is sad, man. That's sad.
Yeah, that's real sad. Only a select few wrestlers can actually do that right now. And I mean, of course, I think if you had somebody like Chief Wahoo McDaniel was still living, he probably could do it to a certain point.
If he wasn't drinking.
If he wasn't drinking. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Hulk Hogan, if he didn't have that problem with, with the
divorce
some of the things that he said, he could do it. But I mean, he's rich. He's, he done well with his money, and he still makes money.
His wife hit him pretty hard though.
Yeah, she did.
He hit him pretty hard now.
But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, you got to make as much money as possible. And last night, Chris, did you see any of that last match on Rampage, man?
I didn't get to see nothing. I didn't get to see nothing, man. Like I said,
man, that match between Hikaru Shida and Jamie Hayter, incredible match, man. That was flat incredible. One of the 6 best matches. I say one of the 5 best matches between female competitors I've seen since we've been in the 18 months that we've been rocking Straight Up Wrestling show. That thing was incredible, man. I have to say it's got to be between 1 and 3 as far as the best matches between female competitors, if not number 1. That it was unbelievable. All the guys, Z1, DSK, and I think Jacoby Peter and all them say like 4 stars. I gave it 5 stars. I actually had it got up to 5.5 stars, especially what happened after the match. They had it at 4 stars before I had it at 4 stars. I mean, they was up to 3.5 stars, and I was only at 2.5 stars, man. But then that match, like the last 8 minutes of that match, man, was unflipping believable. And then of course you had Jamie Hayter, she had Rebel, and she had Britt Baker to get involved, and that's what propelled her to take the win. But man, it was an outstanding match. And man, I tell you what, Tony Khan, if he's smart, he need to continue to run this thing. And I mean,
that was a one-night deal, man. That was a one-night deal, man.
Yeah, man. That right there could be a 2-month feud. I mean, a heated feud, and be the best. It was the best match of the night, and it was the main event. Everything else, man, was like 1.5 star, 2.5 stars, 2 stars. And I think they had one in that first match. Well, the first match, the Death Triangle versus the Elite, we gave that was 2.5 star match. But outside of that, all the rest of the matches 1.5 stars, 2 stars. What is his name? MJF. His promo, man, barely got a thumbs up. Barely got a thumbs up. Straight up. Everybody felt that same way. But it barely got thumbs up. Now, Ricky Stark's promo, on the money, man. I mean, that thing was pretty doggone cool. So that was a thumbs up there. But for the most part, everything was 1.5, 2 stars. But until they got to that match, and that match just rocked the house, man. It was incredible. I just shook my head. I'm just like, wow. Both of those women, both of them, they ready to move on. They ready. Raw SmackDown. Skip NXT, Raw SmackDown. Straight up.
Wow. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Man, hey, and on some more wrestling news, man.
What's up?
I can't go for this, man.
Oh, wow.
Impact star Rich Swann, who is an incredible athlete. If you don't know who Rich Swann is, go back. Yeah, don't look at his stuff he's done in Impact. If you want to see a better version of Rich Swann, go back to when he was in NXT in the black and gold early years.
Yeah.
That Rich Swann, hell of an athlete. But Harry, he said something that I just can't get down with.
What's that?
He says Rich Swann wants a major company to sign to Cole Scorpio. And he said, quotes, he definitely deserves it, end quote. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I just want to ask a question, Chris.
Ain't no way.
Has this guy been smoking drugs with Too Cold Scorpio? Have you been on crack with Too Cold? Because you know Too Cold Scorpio was on crack for a long time, man.
Yeah, and you know he did a lot of no shows.
Yeah.
And we know this ourselves.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of no shows.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
and then trying to hold people up for more money. I'm just gonna put it out there. Matter of fact, what was the show he was gonna do? He was supposed to be there. Wasn't it PWF?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was PWF. So. Yeah. And he was gonna work that show, and he held him up because he was like, I want more money, and he didn't show.
Yeah.
Why would you want to sign somebody like that?
Yeah, and like you said, he was on crack for a long time. Plus, Too Cold Scorpio is like 57 years old.
Yeah.
Why in the world one of the majors want to sign him? I mean, come on.
Thank you, man.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't have older performers. You know, we know Sting's out there. We know Jeff Jarrett's out there.
Yeah.
You know, we know that there's older performers. But I mean, this guy, man, no way. Because Too Cold Scorpio, he cannot do what he used to do.
No.
His claim to fame was cutting flips, jumping in the air, he can't do all that stuff they used to do. Come on, man.
No, man. That would be a waste of, oh my gosh, that would be a waste
big
of
time,
money, man.
Big time. So I don't know why in the world Rich Swann would say that. That was just dumb. And maybe he's calling in a favor and saying, oh, you still got a name out here, so you need to put this out for me. But hey, Rich Swann is not even signed to anybody big, man. Last big show he was on was NXT. So
what he would Impact now?
Yeah, he would Impact, and I know.
But
yes,
still though, man. And the last big name that he wrestled last year, earlier this year I think it was last year, Kenny Omega.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. Hanson Terrell, what's up, man?
What's up, man? What's going on? Glad you joining in, Hanson.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I don't know where he getting that from, man. So that
Yeah. Keep going, Chris. Go ahead and
okay.
Like I said, man. Be right back.
All right, guys. But hey, thank you for tuning in, man, guys. Hey, if you're following us on Facebook, hit that like, share, and join on Facebook. And if you're following us on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, ding, 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 for times like this when we come on, man, so you can know when we are on and you can follow along with us. And if you're on Twitter, hit that like, share, tweet, and retweet. And also, if you're on Twitch, do the same thing you do on YouTube. All right, it's that simple, guys. Thank you very much, because without you, there is no us, because you guys make this go down, man. Hanson Terrell watching the Polar Express movie. okay, it is a season for it, man. It is a season.
Yeah, that's a great movie, Hanson Terrell. So,
yeah,
man, yeah. But we had one of our listeners, man, one of our people on Facebook, asked me a question. He said, Harry, he asked about Shawn Michaels, because some people was talking about Shawn Michaels coming back. For one more match, because the last match he wrestled was I think Royal Rumble in 2018, something like that. 2018.
No, Ric Flair.
No, didn't he wrestle Triple H in 2018? You sure? Flair was his last match. Shawn Michaels.
I want to say it. Hold on, let me look.
No, I think him and Triple H wrestled in 2018 at the Royal Rumble. That's what I'm thinking. He wrestled about 4 years ago. I know. I remember that, Chris, because I did tune in to see that, and I shook my head back then. I was like, no. Him and Triple H.
Hold on, I'm trying to look it up, man.
Okay.
Let me see.
Alrighty.
No. His last match was I want to say it was Shawn Michaels, man. I mean, not Shawn. I want to say Ric Flair.
You got to be kidding me, man.
I want to say it was Ric Flair.
That was Flair's last match.
But I don't think Shawn's been back in the. I don't remember Shawn being back in the ring since then, man.
No, he wrestled in Saudi Arabia on November the 2nd, 2018.
That when they was doing that DX thing with him and Undertaker and Kane.
Yeah, and I watched that. I remember that.
Oh yeah, okay,
and what's name got hurt, man. Triple H got
Triple
hurt.
H.
People want him to get back in the ring, but
he
so
can't do it now. He can't do it now.
Cody asked me that, man, in the group. You'll see it. He asked my opinion on it. I said no. I said, looking at Shawn Michaels and looking at, he doesn't look like he's in his health don't look like he can carry himself in the ring anymore. He doesn't. I mean, he looked healthy enough to run a company, run a part of a company. I give him that, but he does not look. He does not look. No, I'll take that back. Not healthy enough. He doesn't look fit to be in the ring. And
you always. Well, I mean, have you seen? I mean, he might be in shape, Harry. You don't know, man. That man might be.
He might be in shape, Chris. But I'm just saying. I'm just looking at him. I believe he's in physical shape, Chris. But I just don't. I think it will be a detriment to his health. Put it that way. I think he can get in there and he can do it. It's just that I don't know, man. I just really don't know. It said it hurt him a certain way. From the article that I'm reading, let's see, the article I just put up, Shawn Michaels' last match almost ruined HBK's legacy. Okay, it says his legacy. But I don't know. But he said, put it like this: Shawn Michaels said he'll never get back in the ring. But I'm just looking at him, man. But I look at him just like I look at Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett and him both have that same type of look, but Jeff Jarrett is more buff than Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, he's not really a big guy, but he had more buff to him. He looks really thin right now and really just fragile to me, Chris. That's just all I'm saying.
Well, the Undertaker did too when Brock beat him for his streak.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Because Undertaker lost a lot of weight for that match. He looked sickly.
I was worried about him too, Chris. And I mean, so anybody, man, especially let's look at Jimmy Valiant, man, the Boogie Woogie man.
Oh, this man 70 something years old, still going.
He's 83. He's 83.
Oh God.
Yes. Oh, and what you seen him a year and a half ago live. You was there. You talked to him. And I mean, he's still getting in the ring. He's not doing much in there, but man, that's scary.
I mean, but everybody knows, it's the Boogie Woogie man. He gonna come in there, rake your eyes, give you a low blow, put his finger up your booty and all that, and laugh and do all that shucking and jiving, and that's all you gonna get. That's all you gonna get.
No doubt.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah,
if that's all you
doubt,
do,
man.
As long as you ain't trying to drop no elbows, because you can blow your hip out of place from hitting the mat and dislocate your back. Ain't no telling what could happen. But
that's true,
but he understands at that age, I still got a name. I can still entertain. I can't do a lot of stuff. I can only, like I said, rake your eyes, poke you in the eyes, put my finger up your booty, put you in a headlock, or maybe hit you with a clothesline that you run into because I'm just holding my arm there and not really running through it. But that's it. That's all he got.
Yeah, it's kind of like Jay Eagle, man. Chief Jay Eagle, who we know, dear friend of ours. I mean, look, man, if he stopped for a couple years, I don't think he'll be able to do it again, Chris.
No.
He just started he's 70. But I mean, Shawn Michaels only a couple years older than me. He's 57 years old.
Yeah.
So he definitely can get back there and do it. He can buff up a little bit. He can get back and work out. What I think he's already working out. I think he's in good physical.
I think he's down there at the PC, man.
That's
where they film
to do it. Yeah,
that's where they film NXT, and that thing has got a gym, got like 4 or 5 rings inside of it, a studio, and all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So, and it's got a medical facility, so if you get hurt or whatever and all that. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure he probably gets in there once in a while with the trainees and shows them what to do, and might even take a bump or two. Just to keep his body a little bit limber, because
no doubt, man.
They always say time off is a wrestler's worst enemy.
Oh yeah, and see that's what I'm saying. The more time that he's taking off, even when he came back in 2018, Chris, I was looking at him. I'm just like, wow, man. That time off did not suit his body well. he didn't look bad. He was in shape.
Yeah. And he could still do some of the things he did,
Yeah, and he was around at that time. He was like 53 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But and I mean, he, his super kick and all that stuff was still on point. Everything that he was doing was on point. But his body, I mean, the way he looked, I'm like, man, those years have taken a toll on that man's body.
Well, so and then he was living hard too, man. He was running hard,
and that's what
man.
He lived a hard life. And sometimes, man, when you live a hard life like that and you can work out, you can do all the stuff you can. Because I know people personally who have done things like that and really tore themselves down, and they work out like crazy. And they look fit, especially with their clothes on. And and then you take them, you go. I've been to the gym with them, worked out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when I used to work out all the time?
Yeah.
And they take the clothes off and changing and everything, man. They be like, wow, and be like, yeah. They be like, yeah, man, my body, I done so much damage to it. I really can't get it back to where it's at. It's just now I'm just, I can keep the weight down and keep myself a little physically fit. But, they cannot do certain things that they did before because they did so much wear and tear on their body. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what happened. What's up, JL?
Yeah, let's get some of these comments, man. Hanson Trail said, is on tomorrow SmackDown Holiday Bash and AEW Rampage Holiday Bash tomorrow night. I know SmackDown's doing their Holiday Bash. I have no idea, Hanson, what AEW, hold on. Okay, there we go. What AEW plans on doing. JL, God, no, HBK, Undertaker, all embarrassed themselves. Wrestling, they should have been gone after the end of an era. Yeah, you're right. Yep. JL said, enough with the bringing back these washed up wrestlers like it's a terrible needing to bring them back because there's no stars now people care about. Man.
Yeah.
And he also said this is sad. Really having talks about 70+ year old wrestling is enough. Well, man, we're just saying, JL, man. There's some guys still out there doing it, man. There's
Yeah.
I'm sure if Ric Flair could still do it and on a somewhat consistent basis, and if Hogan could do it, guess what?
They would do it. They
would be in there.
Yeah, there's
no doubt. They would be in there, man. But Hogan's had 7 back surgeries, and we saw what Ric Flair looked like on his last match. Like if he just did one too many chops, that was gonna take him out.
Well, the thing about it is this. Ric Flair, and it's his own fault. He came in there drunk. Now, if he wouldn't have been drunk, he might have had a decent outing for his last match. But hey,
out there partying all daggone week long.
Yeah, and Steamboat wrestled his last match. They say he looked great. I have no clue, but I'm pretty sure he did because Steamboat is a consummate professional. So I'm pretty sure he did the right things to make sure that he looked good. Now he did do it in the triple threat match. It was so. It that way he didn't have to be in the ring too long, and that was pretty smart. Exactly. That was very smart for him to do it that way. But hey, a lot of these older guys, man, they're gonna learn if they haven't been in there in a while and they go in there now, they're gonna learn from what Flair did. You don't
drink. You don't go in there drinking and getting drunk and carrying on because ain't nowhere in the world, man. No.
Exactly.
I wish I was. You got there going in my teens trying to play football in high school and hanging out with the fellas and partying and drinking and then had to come to practice or even go to it. Man, I'd be wanting to blow my brains out. Boy, ain't nowhere in the world, man.
Man, what was that football movie, man? It wasn't Friday Night Lights, but it was a football movie. Guys had hung out all night. They went to
that was Varsity Blues.
Yeah, Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues, man.
Coach was mad as I don't know what, but about all the hard work of so many hurt by a select few.
Boy, and he was mad. They messed up his record, but he was pissed.
Yeah, he was pissed off.
I remember because it was so funny. Because I was like, yo, these jokers actually going to a strip club, and it was a little. And you got to think, Harry, there are some places in America, I'm sure, little small hick towns like that.
Oh heck yeah!
That thrive on high school football, and them kids get away with murder.
Woodruff,
they get away with murder.
Man, that was crazy back in the day.
They get away with murder, and
they
go up there going to a strip club and coming out, the sun coming up.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the man?
What's up, Jeff Samuel? What's up? What's up, man?
Man, let's see what
Yeah, Varsity Blues, Jeff. That was crazy, man.
Let's see. Okay, let's see what we're talking about here. JL said, but come on, the fact that Triple H needs to boost his ego. What, Triple H ain't getting back. Triple H can't get back in the ring.
Triple H not. And
it ain't the fact that he won't. He can't unless because his heart go out. Man, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He done said I got a defibrillator on my heart, and then he's like, I gotta just do what I got to do, take care of my family, and handle this business. But he's like, as far as me getting back in that ring, oh no, them days is over.
Hey, no, he better not do that, man. No way. And that's what somebody had. That's what they was mentioning, talking about him getting back one more time, HBK and him Triple H get back. No, man. Heck no.
Man, good Lord, but I mean, do you want to see somebody die in the ring?
I know.
I mean, if you want to see somebody die in the ring, he'll get in there.
Yeah, that's it right there. those two, that right there that'd be the fatal. What you gonna call that? The fatal call? The last match? Fatal call.
Because that's what it's gonna be, boy. Because
somebody gonna die.
And 9 times out of 10, I hate to say it would be Triple H.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that man got a legit bad heart.
Yes, he does.
JL says Rick is selfish. If he gets serious injury or even worse, the people in the match will get a lot of heat. Yeah, Rick would. Heck yeah, man, them jokers were taking care of Rick, boy. They were taking care of him.
Yeah, man, that would have been bad on everybody that was in that ring.
Man, because think about it, Harry. Were you not getting scared watching that match?
Heck yeah, man.
I was on the phone with you, man. I was like, man, I'm about to turn it off. I can't watch this no more. I was like, I can't watch this no more, man. Something bad. I just had a feeling of dread come over me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
I was like, I can't watch this no more. This is just, I can't do it.
It was hard. It was very hard, man, to see, somebody, man, that had so many great matches and always and look, Chris, what was Ric Flair known for? His cardiovascular conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, that man
60-minute man, 90-minute
I mean, you got to think about it. A week-long matches with different opponents, and twice on Saturday and twice on Sunday, 60 minutes for 7 days, but 9 matches.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
He wrestled 3 months of wrestling Barry Windham. They had 9 90-minute matches. 90 minutes. Ric Flair was known to go.
And the one that I remember the most when they was down in Columbia. That's the one I remember the most.
Right.
With Barry Windham. Because that thing was, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I mean, to see, and that's all I could, my mouth was wide open. Just like Rick's was, but Rick was gasping.
He was gasping variable. He was
man, look, it looked like you could see death there. It really did. That was bad. That wasn't good.
It was not,
Yeah, but somebody that was known for, like I said, known for his cardiovascular conditioning, and to see him in a position like that, and I know he's been drinking, and the man have done so much damage to his body over the years.
Yes,
but
yes.
Wow, I mean,
then he did, and like I said, we're not excusing it, but he did it to himself that whole week. Whole week,
yes,
he did it to us that whole week.
Drinking.
Out there partying, and I'm like, okay, dude, you think just after almost a whole week of partying and hanging out with your friends and buying everybody drinks all up and down the street and the bars, you can just wake up on Friday morning and all of a sudden, okay, I'm gonna go party all Friday, and then get up Saturday morning and be like, okay, I got a match, I'm good to go.
Yeah,
ain't no way, man.
Like he used to do when he was younger. Now he didn't used to do that crap. He used to do garbage like that. But look, I'm glad Ric Flair, man. I'm just glad he's okay. Now, I mean, me and Chris, we had a sigh of relief there. I know so many people across the country did. But man, we have Jack Roby in the house, Chris. What's up, Jack Roby?
Okay, Jack Roby, what's up, man? We're going to get through some of these comments real quick. Like I said, this is 60 minutes. 60 minutes with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. We just talking any and everything wrestling, man.
No doubt.
JL said, any news or rumors of Boy Scout turning heel? Not that I have heard, JL.
No.
Not that I have heard.
JL, he's definitely not going to do that. Scott Steiner,
Ron Breaker,
Rick Steiner, Ron Steiner is not going to do that. That's not going to happen. And so, that right there, man, you can get that out of your head. Right now is definitely not going to happen. Now,
no, not right now. No.
Yeah, once he moves up to one of the bigger brands, once he moves up,
SmackDown or Raw, it
might happen later on.
It might happen
later on. But they are going to reap all the benefits. They're going to reap all the rewards of him going up and his name. Even though it's Breaker, everybody knows that's Rex Steiner. They know that's Steiner. Yeah. They know that. Yeah. So they are going to reap all the benefits. They're going to reap everything they can off that before they turn him. So it'll be a while, man. And if they turn him, if he does turn, I hope he does not go the way of his uncle. Stay like your dad. Do not go the way of your uncle, because that was not good at all.
He let that man have his freaks hair. Let him be big booty daddy. Big booty daddy 2.0, man. Big daddy.
It has nothing to do with freaks, Chris. I'm talking about what he did to his body.
Oh,
Scott Steiner, man. Scott Steiner before the Scott Steiner before, getting big like that and putting his hair blonde. I know you remember. That Scott Steiner right there could have been one of the best wrestlers who ever walked this earth, man. Straight up. But yeah, he did. He did that to himself. And man, I just hope Braun Rex Steiner does not fall into that category, man. Fall into that trap of doing something dumb like that, because that was really dumb. And and I'm talking about somebody that's college educated. And when I'm talking about Scott Steiner, college educated, he was a social studies teacher before he came and started wrestling, right?
Oh, wow.
It's not like he doesn't have a brain, even though he did act kind of stupid on TV. The guy does have a brain. He is smart, man. And I've heard him talk in interviews when he wasn't doing that, that foolishness.
Man, I'm talking to Alex, man. Alex, what you guys say?
Exactly.
I couldn't. They used to go.
Oh, you talking about Rick? You talking about Rick?
Rick, that was. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Rick, man. Rick runs a successful real estate business, man. He done been running that for over 20 years. Successful up there in Atlanta. So
what's up, man.
Yeah, that thing is very successful. Yeah, so he has put his education to use, but Scott has continued to wrestle. Scott still believes the hype. He still believes the hype that he can get all the freaks and everything else. hey, more power to him, man. Whatever.
Jeff Samuel said, "What's up, Chris and Harry?" Then he was talking about Varsity Blues.
Oh,
and Jeff also said, "What's up, Chris and Harry? There are rumors that Edge contract is coming up and John Morrison returned for the Rumble. He teases it on his Twitter, and FTR is leaving."
Ooh. Yeah, look.
Ooh.
Yeah, they talk. Let's go ahead and speak on FTR. We'll get back to Morrison. Morrison. Yeah. Who else did he say?
Edge's contract.
Edge's contract. We'll get back to that. But FTR. Ooh, let's look at everything that they've done in the last year.
They've won a lot of belts.
They've only wrestled 7 times as a tag team on TV, on Dynamite or Rampage, on AEW TV. Now, TV, all other times they wrestled on TV, it was singles matches, or they wrestling in some 6-man match. In the last 3 matches, they've lost to the Briscoes, they lost to the Acclaim, and then now the Gun Club. They lost to the Gun Club yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, lost to the Gun Club yesterday.
Come on, man. No.
Yes,
man.
yeah. So I'm like, man,
Tony.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, get out of there fast as you can.
Drop them belts and get up out of there.
Yeah. Go back to Clint Eastwood. Go back to which way, what was it? Every which way but loose or whatever. And say, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
For real, man.
Because the bottom line is, this guy is trying to ruin them guys, man. That's just flat out crazy.
I mean, think about it here. Okay.
FTR? Wow.
Okay, we know FTR is basically, dare I say, I'm going to dare say the second coming of the Midnight Express.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there because they are that good of a tag team, and they've proven it.
No doubt.
I mean, they got the ground game; they can do high flying, and I mean, it's just the proof is in the pudding.
I mean, man, look.
And think about this now. They go back to WWE. Man, them versus the Usos.
Imperium.
Dude.
Them versus Usos, Imperium.
What? Dude.
That's what I'm trying to say. Look, it's
my goodness.
It's only you can count the number of, without using without using a thumb. You only can count about this many tag teams that's comparable to them. Yeah. That's in the whole industry right now.
And could match up well and have an epic storyline.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, FTR, I'll be getting out soon as possible, man. Look, rip this contract up. If we got to pay you to get out of our contract, we're going to do it.
I mean, I get it. They got an easy schedule over in AEW. Yeah, and that's what most wrestlers want when they get to a certain point in their career. They be like, I want an easy schedule. I want to be able to work so many days off, be chill with my family. Okay, have a week off, come back, might be able to do some independent shows, and make some guest appearances and whatever. I get that in AEW, you have that freedom.
Oh yeah.
But when you get to a WWE, you got to be back on that grind.
Oh yeah, and I tell you what,
it ain't no more of that. Oh, I get a week off just random whenever I play. Okay, hey Tony, these days right here I can't wrestle, or these days right here I'm gonna be at an indie show in Oklahoma or whatever, or New York City at a convention. When you with WWE, no.
Oh yeah,
because I've said it. Tony Khan has stated. I can't remember. I don't know where I got the article from, but he stated next year they will have more flexibility in their contracts to do things like that.
You mean Nick Khan said?
Yeah, Nick Khan. Nick Khan. He said they will have more flexibility to do podcasts, to do appearances, to do any indie shows if they choose to.
Yeah. Let them get out there and make it
money. He's like, because he's like, it gives them more opportunity. But I don't, like I said, Harry, who in the world can even afford half of these dudes?
Oh, I know. That's true. Look, and the whole thing about it is there's a lot of podcasts out here that can pay these guys good bit to be on there. Because, I mean, you have podcasts, and you guys out here, man, that's on our podcast. We appreciate it because we know there's a lot of podcasts out here. And you got some podcasts got 800,000 to 1.2, 1.5 million subscribers. I mean, people that we don't know their names, but I come across these podcasters all the time. And a lot of these podcasters pay some wrestlers a good bit of money, but they paying some of these older stars and things like that. But they don't really get the WWE people because WWE is contracted not to do that. But next year they'll be contracted to do that. So these guys are going to be picking up some of these guys, and hopefully me and Chris one day we're going to be there where we can pay some of these guys come on and we can interview them. But man, look, like I say, FTR, they can even a team like Pretty Deadly will match up good with them. Yeah. And I'm talking about. And and I hear Pretty Deadly. Speaking of them, they're moving up too. They're going up on the roster too, from what I understand. So man, they have got some pretty good teams in NXT. And WWE overall got some good tag teams. They just got to stop trying to recycle the same ones over and over. Yeah. They do that. I will say that. But man, let's talk about Edge and his contract.
Okay.
Man, look. As far as Edge go, I think Edge is going to let his contract run out, man, and I think he's probably going to go ahead and relax up there in Asheville, man, and do his thing. His wife, him and Beth, and
the kids and the girls and stuff, and just chill out and just do his thing, man.
That's true, and and we talking about FTR, and we know that Edge is real good friends with those guys.
Yeah, because they right up the road. I mean,
exactly.
I think what was not a little bit above Saluda. I think they live up there somewhere, a little bit above Saluda.
Something like that.
That's only like what, an hour to 40-something minutes up the road, give or take.
Yeah. So they're close. So man, but I think that's exactly what he's doing, man. Edge, he done made his money, he done spent time, and he still can come back and he can do certain things to make money,
guest appearances and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think he's gonna relax, man, and I just don't see him signing another contract. If it does, it's a contract with an option, a year with an option, or something like that. And he's only gonna wrestle a certain amount of time within the next year or two. he's just not going to do it. He's just not going to do what he's been doing since he came back from his last injuries. He's not going to do that anymore. But yeah, and what was the next thing? John Morrison coming back.
Yeah,
Man, John Morrison coming back. He did the right thing. I don't know what in the world happened over there with AEW, but we know AEW treated him wrong when he went over there. I mean, this man lost like first match, then he lost another match, and then we didn't see him no more. Now, I think he went to Dark and he lost again. So,
wow.
And Tony Khan, he used him. He used him when he first brought him on there, and John Morrison came out there, and everybody just flipped out. I remember that first match. Everybody flipped out. He came out, and then I think he was wrestling Miro, and I think he lost that match. But that first match that he came on AEW, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, man! I was like, he gonna lose. So when I saw who he was wrestling, I'm like, why in the world Tony Khan's doing this? Why is he doing it? Crazy, man.
Speaking of Jack Roby, man, thank you for tuning in, Jack. And we're trying to get to these comments. Jack Roby says Lana Miro's BF talking about leaving AEW also. Yeah, man, because Miro has an issue with creative, man. He's basically sitting at home getting paid because they ain't got nothing for him. They have nothing for the man.
That is ridiculous.
Which is stupid. I can automatically think about 12 different storylines right now, just off the top of my head, to put him in.
Oh,
you tell me y'all ain't got nothing?
Yeah, I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that.
And Miro, I know he wants to be on TV. I know he wants to be active. I know he wants to, do what he loves to do. But yeah, granted, you getting a paycheck doing nothing. But at some point in time, man, you're gonna be like, you know what? This is getting stupid. Just let me go. Just let me go. And
That's
I'm sure, man, he's oh God. And matter of fact, I got a quote right here. Miro's wife, Lana, CJ Perry, did an interview where she stated that Rusev Day is never over, while also saying that everyone eventually returns to the WWE. The following comment, Dave Meltzer reported that a comment made by CJ Perry, Lana, resulted in Miro not being booked on Full Gear. However, Miro is now responding to those reports by reminding Dave Meltzer that he wasn't featured on AEW television long before his wife did that interview.
Wow.
Yep. So So he's been off. Almost a year now?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he did come back for a little while. I mean, basically for about 3 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks, man. Then next thing you know, he's off TV again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but he came back from that injury, and he lost the TV whatever that TBS title or TNT title. He lost that to Sammy Guevara. Then he was he was already injured before he lost it, so we knew he was going to give up the title. He lost it. Then he came back. It took him about 5 or 6 months to come back. He come back. He was on TV for about 3 to 5 weeks. They didn't have nothing for him. Disappeared again. So he's been gone for 3-4 months now.
Yeah, man.
Like so it's crazy, man.
Now I want to get to this real quick before we get to some more comments, dude. What was up with your man dropping the MF bomb last night, boy?
Oh, talk about was it Ross?
Rick Ross dropping the MF bomb, boy. Like
I have no clue.
I mean, I was like, what? And they was like, yeah, he was just walked up to like, you a big. I'm like, yeah, what?
But hey, look, I'm not shocked because AEW has been trying to run with a lot of the shock value to see if they can get a certain audience. But the whole thing about it is, man, they've been doing that because I see him Punk was cussing every week when he was on there.
I get saying, damn, hell, even shit every once in a while.
Yeah.
But when you pop off the MF,
well, how many times
did I say one?
Look, man, I'm pretty sure Tony Khan was like, it's okay to go out there and say that because and look, I'm pretty sure he looked at it like he was comfortable with him saying that, and plus he might have thought about the young kids too, kids listening to it, teenagers listening to it, but he probably looked at it this way: okay, here's a man who has sold millions of records now, and he's probably looked at it that way. They're used to listening to this man say that. I don't want my wrestlers to say it, but I like him to say it. He let him go ahead and say it. Man. And so he said it on TV.
I know the network had something to say about that though.
I'm sure.
I know he got a phone call and some emails about that. I know he did. Ain't no way, man.
Look, Tony Khan probably said, I didn't know he was going to say that. And look.
Yeah, right.
And the thing with
I believe that as much as my hat is actually blue.
Yeah. And the thing with Rick Ross, I don't think Rick Ross cares because all it is going to be is good publicity for him. They're going to be like, Rick Ross about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Then he said he's very unapologetic about dropping that word on there.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't. He was like, I ain't apologizing for that. What for?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, he is a big, you know what? And he was talking about Keith Lee. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sheesh. All right. So JL said all the years of roids and living fast will mess up the heart. Yeah, you right about that, JL.
Yeah, straight up.
HBK in the 90s was the most toxic wrestler, I believe, and his second run cleared and cleaned up his image. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Jeff Samuel says, Chris and Harry, how you feel about Swerve Scott's segment in the stable? I heard about that stable, and it was only a matter of time before Swerve was going to flip on Keith Lee.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. Look,
who's in this stable, man? Because I don't know who's in it. Who's supposedly in it?
I don't look. He had a couple people out there. They jumped. I forgot the guys' names. Pretty much new guys, man. They jumped Keith Lee. They were just beating him down. I've seen these guys before, and we've seen them do a couple things. But yeah, I forgot the guys' names. Both of those guys, you couldn't recall. If I recalled them, Chris could recall, you wouldn't know who they were because we've only seen them like once or twice on the show. Okay. And I'm just like, I'm looking at this thing like Swerve Strickland. Man, he looked like the Grinch that stole Christmas. The way he was up there on that ramp and had that smile. Yeah. And I'm just like, this dirty. Look, he did. He looked like the Grinch that stole Christmas, man. Like, hey, I'm stealing your joy. I'm taking your joy, Keith Lee. I'm stealing your Christmas presents. If you got kids, man, I'm coming in there when you and Mia, what is his wife's name?
Mia Yin.
Yeah, Mia Yin. When y'all are not home, and I'm gonna steal your kids' Christmas presents. Then I'm gonna attack you. And I mean, it's like this dude. And I'm with my man Jeff Samuel. He just buzzed out laughing. I see he got laughing out loud. It was kind of funny, the whole segment. And then you had Rick Ross out there capping for this Joker, talking about he's a superstar and here's a king. Pretty much calling Swerve Strickland, man, this king, this superstar, man, this great, this all time, basically pumping him up, saying he's an all time great or he's one of the greatest wrestlers to grace the presence of wrestling now. He's a stage star and everything. So yeah, Keith Lee was out there, man, pumping this dude up. You might as well come out with the song. The song "Don't Believe the Hype" might as well play when he was in the ring. You might as well play it as Rick Ross was talking. Don't believe the hype. And Rick Ross just said, don't listen to the song. Don't listen to the DJ up there playing the song. You might as well. That joke was crazy, man. It was crazy, Chris.
Man. So, like I said, we're going to try to get through some of these comments here, man, because the clock is ticking, man. Like I said, this is 60 minutes with a straight wrestling show. So let's try to get through these quick as we can, because it's been a fun hour and it's been a fast hour, but we want to try to get these comments. So Jeff Samuel, and we just talked about Jeff Samuel and the Swerve Scott. JL said it's sad. What is sad now and pathetic seeing Rick still trying to wrestle. He should not even been wrestling in the 2000s. He can't let it go. Move on. Yeah, it's hard to let it go when you're doing it for so long.
Especially when you that great, man.
Yeah. Jake Wilson, what's up, Jake? Thank you for watching, man. What's up, Chris and Harry? Prayer goes out to Coco Beware. He's in the hospital. Yes, we talked about that earlier.
Before, hopefully Coco Beware can make it through this, man. Hopefully so. But yeah, all prayers, man. All prayers and all thoughts from Straight Up Wrestling Show and all the fans, man. Like I say, send out good vibes to him and his family. If you're not praying, if you're not prayer warriors, definitely send out good vibes to his family, man. Straight up.
All right, JL said, what is Boy Scout going to be John Cena and refuse to turn heel and hold down other talents. Who knows, man?
Yeah,
Who
well,
knows?
he ain't turning right now, man.
Yeah, who
We
knows?
both doubt that.
JL, let's be honest. The Steiner brother Scott was the one who put him on the map. He was bad cool. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was, man, but no, he ain't the one put him on the map. No. Okay. No.
Yeah.
He put himself on the map. I mean, when he was out of the Steiner brothers, when they wasn't together no more, he put himself even up more. You know, his persona, the thing that he did, he rose a little level ahead of what the Steiner brothers was. But when they was both together, it was both of them. So no, I wouldn't say that, JL, but I understand what you're saying. All right, man.
JL said, I was not even born when he was doing this thing, but how iconic Scott is, he's cool. Nobody cares about born good guy. Be who you really are. Okay.
Well, the whole thing about it, man, look, Rick Steiner, you didn't see Rick Steiner before. You know, when Rick Steiner was in the UWF, you didn't see that. Like I said, you wasn't born. Rick Steiner was one of the baddest jokers you ever want to meet, and one of the most powerful jokers you ever want to meet. Go back and look at Rick Steiner prior to 1987. Look at Rick Steiner prior to that, and then come back and talk about good boy, nice guy. One of the toughest, meanest guys you ever want to meet. All right. I'm talking about legit mean guys on the street. I wouldn't have liked to run into Rick Steiner. And like I said, I was a pretty tough dude. So, all right, go ahead, roll with it, Chris.
All right, JL, one more time. Boy Scout better bleach his hair and start talking big.
Oh, gosh, man. All right, man, let me pick up from there, Chris. Last thing WWE, JL says, last thing WWE needs is more people. Holy, when will people learn? But okay, let WWE sign them, see what happens. Then JL says WWE signed Emma, Johnny, Hit Row, Dexter, Candace, LeRae. You didn't say Candace LeRae, but Candace.
Yeah.
The OC. All these returns people hype up, and what have they done? But why not bring more people onto an already bloated and stuffed division? Hey, man, look, we
do, man.
Yeah, Triple H, he says he's kind of like, he's pulling back from that. He wish he wouldn't have done it, but he got a little happy there. We will say that.
Yeah.
All right. Then JL said, let them go to WWE and see what happens. Okay. Oh, man, Adam Brad, we appreciate you joining.
Adam, good looking out, man. Good looking out.
Yeah, Adam Brad says, sup, Chris and Harry. There's rumors that Rocky Romero from New Japan want AJ Styles there. Oscar Hedden. EO also. And now Sasha is there. WWE want to work with New Japan. What's going to happen in 2033? Yeah, 2023. Yeah, look, man, 2023 should be explosive. And WWE, when they decide to work with them, that is going to be the real forbidden door, like my partner always say. Mr. Burton always says.
That they don't work with nobody.
Yeah, because they have never worked together. So, can't wait to see that. And it's very interesting, Adam Brad, man, that you talk about all these people that's going. But that's crazy, man. All right, JL, it's laughable people thinking WWE will make any of the people that return any better. Look, JL, look, you're going to have hit and misses. You're going to have more misses. And that's just wrestling all together. Anytime that you have people coming in, you have 10 new people coming in. You might have two. And sometimes 3 that's going to work out. But
Hit Row was one that didn't work out.
Yeah,
they should have left Hit Row off though.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, Adam Brad, Goldberg contract is coming to an end. Thank God.
Yes.
Also, and people want Tony to sign him so he can help Wardlow. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I can't even talk about that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. And as far as Wardlow, wow, he needs somebody else besides Goldberg, man. Wardlow can't teach him to be Wardlow. I mean, Goldberg can't teach Wardlow to be Goldberg. There's no doubt. No. All right, man. Next, we have Jack Roby says Chris and Harry, and also a long-term tag team feud when Ciampa is back. DLY versus the Revival or FTR. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully that we can get something like that. And what happened to Ciampa's partner, man? The guy he had when we first came back, and he was we first started this, Chris, in NXT. Ciampa had a partner.
Johnny Gargano.
No. This is after Gargano.
It was The Miz.
Wasn't a miss. Wasn't a miss. It was a tough looking dude, man. I can't. I'm about to go back and look. But this guy,
I don't
him and
know,
Chamba, man, they was good. They was really good, man. I liked them a lot. But I can't remember his name, man. I haven't seen him since. All right, JL, I get after this, Chris, you got it. JL, okay. I get if you can have bias on WWE or AEW, but let's not act like AEW does everything wrong. Both have major issues, but okay.
Okay, this is true now. This is true.
Yeah.
Both do got major issues. Yeah. I mean, WWE brought back some people, like they said, they shouldn't have brought back.
No doubt.
And AEW, we know they have creative issues. So both of them, have screwed up. I mean, it is.
Yeah, that's true. All right, man. So go ahead and roll with the next one.
JL, holy, you guys seem to be honest on AEW booking, yet WWE is meant perfection? Really?
Man, no.
No, man.
No, man. JL, look, you hear what you want to hear, man.
Man.
Look, not trying to hate or anything like that. You're hearing what you wanted to hear. Man, Chris, you should have heard us last year. What we was on about WWE. I mean, Chris didn't even want to watch it. And I said we stopped watching Raw for a little while. Man, like I say, SmackDown barely was so. Man, we was all about the
AEW. It was completely the opposite. Complete opposite.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, so don't say that, man. I mean, we're just reporting on what we see. Now AEW is doing some good things, just like Wednesday night. Yesterday wasn't a great show. Last Wednesday, AEW had a real good show. We gave that 4 stars. So look, man. So it happens.
It's gonna be a hit and miss, man, on both sides.
Yeah, WWE has had some shows, man, that we really hasn't liked. Like within the last couple months, man, there's shows we be like, oh my gosh, man, this show is not good. Hope NXT is good tomorrow. Because we were so upset.
SmackDown.
So you are hearing what you want to hear, man, and saying that we're doing that. And I know you're not, I can understand that it hitting somebody that maybe that you like or whatever over in AEW, and you thinking that we're hating on that person, but we're not, man. And so don't think that, brother. I mean, we love you, man, and everything like that. But yeah, we definitely not hating on AEW. We want AEW to be a top product. So we want all these companies to get better, and hopefully most podcasters do. We are for everybody, man. We want everybody to succeed because if the promotion succeed, the wrestlers succeed, and it gives wrestlers more places to work. So
exactly.
So go ahead.
So Melody Keith on Facebook, man. What's up, Melody? Glad you tuned in. Said hello from Swanberg. Not watching wrestling. They watching Ghostbusters. LOL. Ray Parker Jr. used to be my neighbor.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, Ray Parker Jr. That's the man. Okay. Yeah.
JL Harry just seems to hate AEW. Not a big deal. Just admit it.
Yeah. No. Don't hate it, man. Don't hate it at all. Want it. Just like we said before. Okay.
All right, JL, assuming the NXT was a 5 out of 5. Okay. JL said main event was a 5. Oh man, he's saying was main event a 5-star show also? God.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. Melody Keith, Facebook user says Shawn Michaels needs to wrestle one more for the road. Pay-per-view would be great. One more time, have X-Pac, Sean Waltman, and Triple H walk him to the ring. No.
Yeah.
No. Look, I can't agree with that one. I can't agree with
Melanie,
that.
We all want to see the glory of that. I mean,
the reality.
Yeah, we all want to see the fantasy of it, but no, hopefully not.
The reality.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. All right, man.
Right. And also, she says, Dean Malenko not doing good. Dementia and diabetes. Prayers up for Dean Malenko.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's awful. Awful. Yeah, definitely. Everybody prays Dean Malenko. One of the greatest ever. And all right, Jack Roby.
Well, I got. She said something else.
Oh.
Love my buddy Scott Steiner. Rick is okay. Strong men.
Yes. No doubt.
All right. Jack Roby, it's not repeat after repeat like years ago when I get.
Okay, I'll get it back on in just a minute.
Hey. So I
right.
get where he's coming from though.
Yeah.
And Jack Ruby said also not kissing nobody, but though I get it and why.
Okay.
And Jack Ruby also said Timothy Thatcher. That was him.
Yeah, Timothy. Yeah.
Timothy Thatcher. Okay.
Yeah.
Chris and Harry. Yeah, it said he's wrestling in the Indies now. He's wrestling in the Indies.
Okay.
And JL said, all love, brother, all love, all
no
love.
Doubt, JL, no doubt.
Jack Ruby said, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters, a classic song. Yes, it is.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, man. So look, my niece just come in here and tell me, the Wi-Fi is out. Yeah, it's been acting crazy. I got to go to the. Oh wow, I ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow. Yeah, it's that cable. Remember I told you about the cable?
Yeah.
That data cable, man, is kind of messed up. So I'm gonna have to get a new one.
Jack Ruby said, all we want is wrestling to grow. Yep, and that's what we.
Yeah, no doubt, yep. No doubt.
And JL said VKM coming back. Who? Okay, I don't know who or what that is, but okay, they coming back.
Jack, I'll let her know, man. Jack Roby said hi to Harry's niece. Yeah, I'll let her know, brother. Definitely no.
Jack Roby said even HBK said he don't want to do it no more.
Yes, he did.
He want to get the future, the new blood. He want to train them, which I understand.
Yeah.
And JL said, boy Scott better get some freaks by his side. Boy, get some freaks,
look.
Boy.
Hey, that girl, what is that girl name? Look cute girl, man. Not Roxanne Perez, the one who tag team with her, Core J. That's his girlfriend.
Okay. Oh, yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's his girlfriend, man. I think they engaged now. But he's all on her, man. He's all on her. So I'm pretty sure she's keeping an eye on him.
Yeah.
Straight up.
JL said, what the F is Ghostbusters? Boy, he tripping. Boy.
Yeah.
Jack Roby said hi to Harry's niece.
Yes.
And Melody Keith said, you guys are great. Love to talk. Thank you.
Hey, Dad, Melanie.
And she also said happy holidays from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Yeah, happy holidays to you, Melanie. And everybody on here, man. Happy holidays.
Yes. Merry Christmas. And JL said, Boy Scout name growing on you, isn't it?
That Boy Scout thing, man.
And Jack Ruby said, JL, your opinion, but man, when you love Ghostbusters, it's a legendary movie. Yes, it is, man.
Yeah, it is. No doubt.
But guys,
of all time.
We hit overtime tonight.
Yeah, we did. That's okay, man. That's okay. Yeah. We're gonna, it takes us, 10, 15 minutes to get through your questions. We will get through your questions. We don't want to, while you got questions on there, not get through them. But man, we definitely appreciate all you guys joining us tonight. But before you leave out of here, man, if you haven't hit that like, share, join wherever you at, like, share, join on Facebook. Hit that like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are on YouTube, ding, ding, ding. If you're on Twitch, do the same thing on Twitter. Like, share, tweet, and retweet. And man,
if you're on Twitch, do the same thing you do on YouTube.
Yeah, same thing you do on YouTube. And we got our man Jack Wilson in here. Let's get this thing in.
Jack Wilson, what's up? He said, happy holidays, Chris and Harry. Harry, no white on their pies.
Yeah, man, I wish I had one, man. Good to say. Especially right now, it's going to be cold for the next few days. Very cold where we're at. And mostly all over the country. So, man, definitely wish I had one of them hot white only pies right now.
Yeah. And Jake, I'm rubbing my hands, boy. It's a little frosty out there, boy. It's frosty out there, man. And man, Melody's up there giving us a clapping chicken emoji on Facebook, but we can't see it on here. And Jake Wilson said, good show. Thank you, guys. Thank you, man. But guys,
we appreciate it, man.
Thank you all for tuning in, man. And hey, like I said, man, if you can't be good at it. No matter what it is, guys, man. But hey, awesome show, man. Glad you guys tuned in for 60 minutes with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. And we ran into OT, but it's all OG. You know what I'm saying? All good. That's what.
No doubt. So, yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, it's cold. Definitely cold, Melanie.
It's about to get colder.
No doubt. But you guys have a good one, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. And Chris and I, we will see you real soon. You guys have a good night. I'm going to go over here and work with this doggone cable, man. I didn't get a new one today. It's messed up. The time done ran out. All right, you guys have a good night. Peace from the Straight Up Wrestling Show. Stay straight up always.
Peace.